Hi, welcome to Everyday Driver. Today we're dealing in one of our very favorite automotive segments, the hot hatchback. And nothing defines this segment better than the Volkswagen GTI.
Now the 2010 GTI is the 6th generation. Well, that's a long time, but now there's competition in this segment. We brought today the Volvo C30 and the MazdaSpeed3.
And what makes all these hot hatchbacks? Let's talk about the rules. They typically are front-wheel drive, have around 200 horsepower.
Turbocharged.
They're turbocharged, 4 seats, a hatch to carry some gear. For about $25,000 you can get into these cars. We're going to take them all out and see which one's the best.
This is the 2010 MazdaSpeed3 updated for this 2nd generation.
This is the athlete of the bunch. It's amazing to think what Mazda has done with the same chassis as the Volvo C30. They split these cars in 2 completely different directions. Mazda took this chassis and made a hatchback with its hair on fire.
Who cares? I mean, what about it is to like, apart from the power?
It's hard to not like this car. Exclusively at autostream.com/yoparts. This car's like a big middle finger to the hot hatch community. The Speed3 is more concerned with being the performance side of the hot hatch equation than the luxurious side. For 2010, the Speed3 has been completely restyled.
I like the styling of the first car, but with the styling of the 2nd generation, I just see a whole mishmash of lines that start and end in random places. It just doesn't look coherent.
I like the sharper, more refined back end. I love the hips, I love the flowing shoulder line, and I like it better than the prior version from almost every angle, except it's far, far worse from the front.
I'm all for making the front of the car really the signature. That sets the personality for the car, but it just looks goofy.
Mazda seems obsessed right now with the smiley face on their cars. This should be angry, and any kind of variation of a smiley face doesn't really fit the car. And you don't have to go very deep into the MazdaSpeed forums to discover that whoever figures out how to make a new 2010 Speed3 front bumper is going to make a fortune, because everyone wants one. Are you listening, Mazda? The entire interior of the Mazda 3 has been improved.
The seats in the MazdaSpeed3 are really pretty comfortable. It's really going to hug you in corners. Everything about the interior should be driver focused, and it is, but the plastics feel cheap, vents are mismatched, the buttons are hard to understand, they're all completely different shapes.
If you want to be nitpicky, yeah, the navigation screen is kind of small, but you don't buy this car for navigation. I'm not a huge fan of this faded red and black, maybe we spray painted it, maybe we didn't inserts. It starts to feel a little bit boy racer with that interior, but I just like a more upscale version.
I feel like the only thing the Mazda has going for it is the power.
The really crazy thing though is the torque. It has 280 foot-pounds of torque. That's as much torque as a V6 Mustang or Camaro. The Speed3 feels nearly supersonic compared to most hatchbacks.
Mazda has tweaked the suspension and the balance of the car a little bit. Nothing feels sorted, and nothing on the Mazda feels like it's working in harmony.
You look at this car and you think, I'm sorry, there's no way it can have this much power and not be terrifying. It actually inspires confidence. In this, someone actually thought about the speed of the car when they put the brakes in, and were as worried about stopping as they were about flying.
Now, I gotta say, the brakes on the MazdaSpeed are really pretty good.
And you get your foot really deep into the pedal, and the wheel's gonna fight you in that classic torque steer way. Because you can't put this much power in a front-wheel drive car and have it not be a bit of a handful.
But I feel like I'm having to work really, really hard just to have any fun. I don't feel like I'm in control of this car. I feel like I have to wrestle it through corners. I hate this thing. I'm actually tired of driving it.
Complaining of torque steer in a front-wheel drive car is like complaining that the ocean is wet. If the torque steer bothers you so much, consider not getting this car. What you really want is something rear-wheel drive. This is the sharpest of all these hatches, flat and planted in the corner, but still gives you a lot of information. Speed3 is a visceral car, and the other two aren't. It's a bit miraculous.
Yeah, the engine makes a lot of power. Yeah, it's fun. I feel like I'm herding cats, though, and I'm trying to drive the stupid thing.
This is not a little tuner car masquerading as a real sports car. This is a sports car. It just happens to have 2 extra seats and a decent hatch. It's got more body roll than the Speed 3. It feels about 6 inches taller.
It's okay, but it doesn't do really anything great. It kind of went like I expected to.
You're gonna be a snob, aren't you?
Yeah.
This year, Blackmagic's sending us on the 2010 Bull Run Live Rally from July 9th to 16th from New York to Las Vegas. We're going to be driving the 2011 Shelby GT500 convertible. Now here's your chance to come hang out with us, the Bull Run launch party in New York. All you do is go to blackmagicshine.com and design your own racing livery using the tools they give you. And the best design ends up on our car for Bull Run, and Blackmagic's going to pay for your trip to New York to come hang out with us at the kickoff party. So go to blackmagicshine.com and be sure to watch all our videos almost live from the Bull Run rally right here on the Smoking Tire.